Hi there guys, welcome to another British wine review by myself, the Natural Sommelier. I hope you're keeping safe and well, and drinking obviously some deliciously fantastic grape juice. Today we are going to be heading all the way down to Hampshire on the south coast of England. Okay, we're going to be heading to a little village called Exton, which is located just outside of Winchester, for those who don't know. And we are going to be heading to Exton Park. Now, Exton Park being on the English wine scene for quite a number of years now. It was established in 2003. Okay, it is a 60-acre vineyard, 24 hectares of which is planted with Chardonnay, Pinot Noir and Meunier on pure chalk soils. Okay, the current winemaker there is a lovely lady called Corinne Seeley. Okay, and some fun facts about these guys: they are part or one of the first wineries, if you like, amongst others, to become part of the Sustainable Wines of Great Britain, which is an accreditation that came about a short while ago to promote sustainability within the UK wine industry, amongst many other things. One of the things that Exton Park actually do to sort of promote themselves with this is actually reducing herbicides within the vineyard and creating a fantastically healthy ecosystem, which we really like to see. Okay, so what we're going to be tasting today is this delicious non-vintage Brut. Okay, now I have actually tasted this before, but I haven't done a review of it, so I thought it'd be a fantastic opportunity to do so. Okay. Now, this wine is a blend of 60% Pinot Noir and 40% Chardonnay from some of the oldest plots within their vineyards. Okay, the wine itself hasn't seen any form of oak or malolactic fermentation, and it has seen 100% ferment in stainless steel. The grapes are picked by hand, okay, and then they're pressed using something called a butcher system within an inertis system. Basically means that the grapes are pressed very, very gently under nitrogen, which extracts all of the juice, retains all the purity of the fruit, but you don't get any of the bitterness or anything like that in there as well. 80% of this particular wine is a blend of reserve wines, okay, which is really unique. They're one of the very few producers in the UK actually doing this. The wine itself has around 7 grams per litre of residual sugar, and it's spent 3 years on its lease, and has had at least 1 year since its disgorgement. Okay, but let's crack it open and have a little taste and see what we think. One thing I've always liked about Exton Park is that really sharp acidity that they're very well known for. It's one of their hallmarks in many respects that I quite enjoy about their wines. It makes it not only just a fantastic aperitif, but it also means that they pair really well with food, etc. as well. There we go. There we go, done that before. There we go. Let's have a little taste and see what we think. So another thing that I've always really liked about Exton Park is this lovely colour that they have in their wines. For me, this is this lovely sort of pale lemon, almost sort of straw colour to it. But there's a consistency of bubbles in there. There's a little bit of viscosity coming round on the side of the glass, which is really good to see as well. But let's have a little smell and see what we think. Wow. It's very much an Exton Park. There's so much freshness going on in there. It has this really lovely sort of super ripe tart, almost not tart's the wrong character, but it's super fresh fruit character to it that I really enjoy. Lots of sort of grapefruit zest and sort of golden grapefruit and things like sort of green apples and green pears and stuff like that. It does also have this slightly stone fruit character, which I quite like. I really enjoy that aroma of sort of like I'm losing my train of thought here, apologies. Peaches and maybe a hint of nectarine coming through as well, though. But it is also slightly floral as well, which I quite enjoy. Lots of sort of wild flowers. When you walk through like a wild meadow, and you get that lovely aroma of sort of wildflowers and and sort of heather and stuff like that. It's just extraordinary. Really, really, really lovely aromas. But you also get that hint of minerality coming through. And actually, I think it's really pleasant because the wine actually hasn't seen any form of oak. The fruit isn't being masked by anything. I'm not saying using oak or not using oak is a good or bad thing. It's obviously up to the winemaker's discretion. I think what they've managed to do at Exton Park is actually retain that lovely sort of freshness, that lovely vibrancy in their wines that they're very well known for. But let's have a little taste and see what we think. Yeah, as I say, it is so Exton Park on the palate. It's razor sharp, it's very, very acidic. Not that that's a good or bad thing, as I mentioned earlier, you know, it's a style of wine that could work really well with food. In particular, I think seafood would be fantastic with it. It's not just an aperitif style of wine. There's a medium body on there, however. The acidity, as I say, is dominant, but I'm getting all that lovely fresh fruit character coming through again that I got on the nose, combined, as I say, with all of those, you know, sort of wildflower sort of characteristics. There's a little bit more of a citric aroma on the palate, sort of flavour I'm getting on the palate actually as well. Picking up lots and lots of sort of grapefruit zest and, you know, sort of like lemon rind and lemon pith coming through as well. It's a lovely wine actually for what it is. Really, really, really lovely wine. And I do find that a lot of sparkling wines or even champagnes, they do kind of fall flat after a couple of minutes on the palate, whereas Exton Parks is nothing they're quite well known for, is that it just lingers, it keeps on going and going and going and going and going. And quite rightly so, that they've actually won a couple of awards for this particular wine. So in 2018, they won a silver medal with the Decanter World Wine Awards, and they also won a silver medal at the International Wine Challenge as well. You know, highly, highly well deserved. I think it's a delicious style of English sparkling wine. I think it's a very unique style of English sparkling wine, very different to a lot of what other people are sort of making, where a lot of oak can be used to sort of influence the particular style that they're trying to make, whereas Exton Park, as I said, it's all about the freshness, it's all about the vibrancy. And it's just a really fun, quaffable wine, especially, you know, what with sort of spring and stuff coming up, I think it'd be absolutely delicious. So this is actually available directly from them at extonparkvineyard.com, and it is available for £30. And as I say, I think it's highly reasonable and definitely worth getting hold of if you ever get the chance. In the meantime, however, don't forget to check myself out at The Natural Sommelier on Instagram, where you can follow me and see what I've been tasting recently, and to subscribe to my website as well, thenaturalsommelier.com, where I've got plenty of articles and lots of new content going up there very soon, so get subscribing, and we shall see you there soon. Until next time, however, guys, cheers.